Vlogs. So I woke up this morning and I had a comment on one of my videos that I uploaded yesterday. And it was from a girl named Felicia. I'm not going to even attempt to say her last name because I know I'm going to get it wrong. But she actually asked me to make a video on how to or about getting along with your significant other's family members because she struggles with this. Let me just tell you, girl, you are not alone in this world. This video is not rehearsed in any way, and I honestly don't really know exactly what I'm gonna say, but let me just tell you, this is my second marriage. My first one failed because, long story short, he got somebody else pregnant while we were still married. So that just wasn't going to happen. They like to say that I was the one that was cheating, and it's just ridiculous because I was willing to work out anything with my ex-husband at the time. Like, I really loved my ex-husband. I don't anymore. Like, it's almost as if like it never happened for me. But with my ex-husband, my dad hated him. He never liked him, but he tolerated him, and he never actually publicly told him that he didn't like him. But I'm sure that my ex-husband could sense it. Now, my ex-husband's family, I did not get along with his mom at all. Like, in the beginning, I thought it was like his mom that was causing all the problems. And then like later down the road, it was his dad. Like, I found out his dad was like saying shit, and it was about finances and stuff. And you know, that's something that every damn time I have a cat walk in front of this camera, that's something that should be between the couple and not his parents or your parents. So that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth for his dad. I never ever got along with his mom. I'm pretty sure she didn't think I was ever good enough for him, which he was just a freaking farm boy with no college, no nothing, and he still lived at home with his mom and dad. I don't know how I wasn't good enough for him, because either way, like, that part of my life was so miserable. Like, I was with my ex-husband for 7 years, and although I loved him to death, there's just no way that I could really, stand to be around his family. To be quite truthful, his family is crazy. I mean, most people say my family is crazy because my family is freaking crazy, but my family is like this. My family, we all get along, we all see each other, sometimes too much. We all love each other, we all help each other out when we need it. I mean, my family is so close. I can't even explain how close we are, just because we love each other and we know we're going to be there for each other. But let me get into my current husband's family. I can't believe I'm going to say this, because God forbid if any of them see this. I am so screwed. But I have no reason to lie to you guys about any of this. I used to be a chance person. Like, if somebody messed up, I would give them a second chance. I would give them a third chance. I'd give them a fourth chance. I don't do that anymore. And it's because I figured out later in life, you have to do you. You have to just be you, do what makes you happy, and not worry about what other people want, think, or say, to be quite truthful. It took me a really long time to get to this point in my life, because to me, family is the most important thing that you will ever have, because they're your blood, and I mean, they're the closest thing to you walking this earth, and they're supposed to be very supportive of you. Now, how to get along with your significant other's family? My answer is you don't. You really don't. Like, I know that's so sad to say, and like I said, this was so hard for me to figure out because I'm so close with my family, and I think family is the most important people in your life, but there comes a point in time when enough is enough, and there's no reason for it, and we're all, like, I'm an adult, yes, I'm older than most YouTubers, maybe there's a lot in my age range, but I'm not like super old. I'm still in my 20s for a couple more years anyway. A few more years, yeah. I'm good. But let me just say this. Don't try. Like, if you're not getting along with the family, just give up, because it's not worth it to put your time and your effort into something and not even knowing that it's real. Because okay, my husband's, like, when we first started dating, we would go over to his mom's house every Wednesday, and both of his parents are divorced. Both of my parents are still married. We would go over to his mom and his stepdad's house every single Wednesday, and she would make us dinner, and we would play board games. I'm going to tell you right now, I had such a blast. Like, I had such a good time, and I thought that she liked me, and I had this bond, like, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, I'm getting along with his mother, and I was ecstatic. I mean, he's my significant other. No matter how much shit his parents have put him through, they're still his parents, and he should still love them no matter what. So, you know, and I believe that he really truly does love his family. He does have a lot of hatred built up inside for his mom, but there's a lot of reasons for it, and I completely understand. So I just thought that his mom really liked me, and then his sister-in-law like tells me that his mom is standing there talking behind my back that I'm a slut and I'm a whore, and I'm just like, what? No, I just didn't understand why she would call me those names, and I found out it was because I had photos on my Facebook page. I used to model. I'm 40 pounds heavier now than I was when I modeled, so I quit modeling because I was almost raped, and I really didn't want to go through that again, so it really scared me away from what I was doing. But anyway, so the pictures was modeling. I have never ever done a nude photo in my entire life. So the photos that were on my Facebook, the two that she was talking about was one, I was wearing a bra and a pair of underwear. Underwear, not thongs, not anything. So it basically looked like I was wearing a bathing suit. Like, I had as much clothing on as you would in the summertime down at the beach. Granted, the photo was of me with my butt up in the air and my face down. It was pretty sexual looking, yes, but I also made money off from these photos. It's not like, I don't know, okay? And then the other one, I actually had a dress on that was super duper short, and I was laying down in bed and I had my hands on my thighs. So because of those photos, I was a slut and a whore. It took quite a few months for me to move past the fact that I found out she really didn't like me, and that she was talking behind my back like that. But at the time, I still forgave and forget people. So I forgave her, and I told her, you know, it was in the past, and I really didn't care. And honestly, like, today, that shit that happened doesn't even bother me. Like, I don't even care. So then, you know, we did our, like, every Wednesday thing again, and we were having a good time, and I thought, you know, we put everything behind us. And then his youngest brother gets married. And I was the designated driver for like multiple people. I wanted everybody to have a good time. And I got all my drinking out when I was in Europe and a lot younger. So, yeah, I didn't need to drink. Oh, my throat's dry. My coffee's done. So, at his brother's wedding, his mom gets drunk. And the whole time that my husband and I have been in a relationship, I've always had a problem with just one of his ex-girlfriends. Well, two of them, but the other one doesn't really hang around like a Klingon. But the other one, she's like in her 40s, and she was like freaking out that him and I moved in together. She actually lives down that way at the end of my road, unfortunately. I did not know that when I bought my house. What a coincidence. But she's crazy, and I know probably everything about her because she's like a friend of the family, I guess. And she's still around. She still hangs around. She babysits his brother's kid all the time. I don't know. Like, it is bothersome, but I really don't give a fuck anymore because I'm sick and tired of having to worry about her and other people and the fact that they don't like me because I don't like her. Well, I don't like her for a reason. She fucked my husband. Simple as that. You're done. You're over. He moved past you. He doesn't want to be with you. Yeah. So I really actually don't even care about her being around anymore. Because she's been around so much, just whatever. She's just there. She's just like, whatever. It doesn't help she's a cop either. So, whatever. But at this wedding, since his mom was drunk, she walks up to me. Like, she was outside smoking a cigarette, and so was I, because I smoked at the time. And she looks at me, and she tells me that I'm a piece of shit. And, like, this is the second time that, like, I thought everything was good. And then she just tells me that I'm a piece of shit. I'm not good enough for her son. I will never be as good as his ex-girlfriend. And, like, my adrenaline just starts going. Like, I'm ready, like, So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just fucking shut up and walk away from you before I punch you in the face. And then, you know, she's trying to egg it on. And I'm just like, whatever, you know, I'm too good for this. I didn't need to punch her in the face because all it was going to do was nothing. Because it couldn't make her any uglier on the inside or out. It couldn't make her any smarter. It couldn't make her any nicer. Like, you know, I weighed my options really quick. Punching her would have got me nowhere. Probably would have ruined my pretty little manicure. So I walked away. That took me probably a good 2 years to move past. Like, I was just like, oh my God. Actually, no, I think it was more like a year and 2 months that it took me to move past that. Because I was really hurt by what she said. And sometimes, you know, at that time in my life, I kind of felt like maybe she was right. Maybe I would never be good enough for him. But it doesn't matter because I'm good enough for me. I learned that with my ex-husband. After him and I got a divorce, my first husband, I was out. Like, I had nothing. I had no house. I had no car. I had no place to go. Like, everything we had together. He kept all of it. I never got a dime, and I didn't fight it because I didn't want to be a part of his life anymore. Like, I was just done. I wanted it to be over and to leave me the fuck alone. So, yes, I know that I am good enough for myself and I am good enough for my family, and that is all that's supposed to matter. I am good enough for my husband too, and it takes something tragic in your life to realize this, but you just have to remember that you're not going to be happy unless you make you happy, no matter who you get along with or not. But finally, I got over this whole thing with his mom and what she said to me at his brother's wedding. Okay? So we start a relationship again. I made a third time's a charm rule. So, like, it's like the 3 strikes and you're out, okay? So, I didn't, like, go see her as much after we restarted a relationship up. Me and my husband, we were fine. Well, we weren't married at the time. But, I was good with speaking with her. You know, she still got us Christmas gifts. We got her Christmas gifts. I had no problems. Like, yes, I moved on, but it was really hard and it took a long time. So then my husband's working overseas. No, he was not in the military. I refuse to ever date a military guy again. Sorry. Been through that experience. Don't want to do it again. But my husband was a contractor overseas, and he was making a lot of money. Now, granted, this house that we live in, I bought this house. I bought it. My name is the only name that is on this house, and I bought it. Okay? Got it. I bought my own car. I bought my own motorcycle. Everything that I have, I bought. Except for this bling bling on my finger. I did not buy this. Actually, the loan for this ring is in my name because he couldn't get one. So he's paying it, but the loan is still in my name. So just saying, everything that I have worked for and paid for it myself because of the situation that I was in with my ex-husband and being thrown out on my ass with nothing. So I had to prove to myself that I could do this and that I could do it for me. So, with that being said, okay, his family, originally it was his middle brother who started this, and his middle brother has some, a little bit of mental issues, and so does his mom, but they're not like extreme, they're just kind of like, you know, they should be taking medication for them so that they keep them like normal and not like crazy. There is no such thing as normal. But anyway, so his brother says something on Facebook about me being a gold digger. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? My husband and I were together for 2 years. And in that 2 years, my husband was employed for 3 months. I paid for everything. I worked full time. So how I was a gold digger, I don't know. At the time, when my husband got that job for 3 months, he was making $10,000 a month. Okay, that's great money. But in the 3 months that he worked, he made what I make in an entire year, which kind of sucked for me. But at the same time, we took his money and we went on a really extravagant vacation. So apparently I was a gold digger because I sent his brother... It was my fault that his brother went overseas to work and nobody got to see him. First off, his family does not come to see him, ever. How long is this video? Oh dear God. I hope that you guys like this video. I'm just trying to help and give you my intake on this. I know I was originally going to try to make it funny, but this is a serious matter. But anyway, back on track here. His brother was calling me a gold digger on Facebook. Like, if you want to say something to me, just say it to my face. We can work this out. I have no problems. I was like really, really offended. And I went off like a child, just like his brother. I turned into a freaking child and went all immature and just went off on him. And when I went off, I didn't say, like, it is so hard because he took what I said in a different way than what I actually said it. And basically all I said to him was that he was ruining his family. Now, when I said he was ruining his family, I was not talking about his snooty ass bitch of a wife. I was not talking about her. I was not talking about his kids. I was talking about his family, as in the family that was established before he made one himself. I was talking about how he was ruining his relationship with his brother, and it was affecting his other brother and his dad and his mom. That's exactly what I was talking about. I don't care if I don't get along with them, but I think that them as a family, they should get along with each other. Because it's important. It's important to me. Like, I don't know. It's just important to me. So knowing that his family doesn't even get along with each other actually really hurts me inside. And it took me a really long time to get past that. I am so thirsty right now, and I'm talking up a storm. And I have a lot more to say. But this thing like blew way out of proportion, and it was his brother with the mental problems, and his brother got a dishonorable discharge from the military because of his mental issues. Dishonorable discharge. Just saying. I mean, that tells you something right there. But his brother was in on it, and then his brother's wife got in on it, and then his sister-in-law gets in on it, and his sister-in-law, she is all about fucking drama. Like, she lives for it. She does nothing but look for drama. I'm civil with her. Her and I have gotten into it multiple times. I'm not friends with her in any sort of way, and I don't make any attempt to go see her or hang out with her. That's what I think. Sorry. I'm civil with her, though, and I can sit there and hold a good conversation with her. It's not a big deal. But I'm not her friend. And that's like the last straw was because of this. So then his mom gets in on it. So now I have his brother saying that if his uncle ever sees me in public, he's gonna fucking kill me, and then his brother's gonna kill me, and his mom's gonna kill me. Like, his mom jumped in on it like a child. Like, she should have been the one that was like, guys, just grow up, just stop. Like, that's what a mom is supposed to do. You're supposed to do the right thing. But no, she jumped in on the bad bandwagon. So, with all of that being said, that happened probably 4 years ago, and that was the last time. I literally haven't spoken 2 words to my husband's mom, and I realized that I don't need to. I find that I am better off. My life is way better off without having people like that in it. And you just have to realize that no matter how much it hurts or how much it takes to move on from not being able to get along with your significant other's family, you just have to realize that your life will totally be much happier not having to deal with them. I mean, there's nothing nowhere that says that you have to get along with people that can't seem to get along with you. I get along with so many people. I love people. I love meeting new people. I love crazy people. I think I'm crazy. I'm just me. And I know I am 28 years old, yes. And I know it took me until I was 26 to actually sit down and be like, why am I dealing with this crap? Like, this is shit that I dealt with when I was like 15, and I shouldn't have to do this anymore. So guys, you don't have to get along with your significant other's family. There's no rule that says you have to. You can try, and honestly, I'm a one chance girl now. You get one chance to fuck up with me, and once you fuck up, we are done. Like, I just don't talk to you anymore. I don't care to talk to you, and I will make sure that I have no contact with you whatsoever. So just know that you guys are not alone if you can't get along with your significant other's family. There's so many people out there that cannot get along with them, and hello, I'm probably like top dog right here. And I honestly feel like the reason why people don't like me is because I'm so out there. I like lots of makeup. I like big hair. I love hot pink. I love glittery shit. I am a walking hot pink disco ball when I am out in public. I'm just me. Like, I love being me, and if you don't like me, there's nothing that says that I have to like you back. And that's the greatest thing in the world, because it took me so long to figure that out. Guys, if you don't like somebody, you just don't like them. And you can't make somebody like you either, no matter how hard you try, because all they're going to do is they're going to pretend, and then you're going to get hurt later in life. Like me, I learned the hard way. So this video was so not funny. Oh my god, my foot's stuck. The video was not funny. I'm sorry. It was more serious. But on a serious note, or on a funny note, you don't have to fucking get along with people. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. The only people who are going to hate you for it are the people who are probably jealous of you. And honest to God, I think that's what happened with my husband's family, because not one single member of his family, he has a huge family, not one of them is financially set in their life. And like, my house is going to be paid off in like 6 years, and every single one of his family members, including his mom and his dad, their mortgage still is on like 30 years. Like, it's not even going to be paid off by the time, like, I'm not saying this to be mean, but by the time they're dead, like, somebody's going to be inheriting somebody else's debt, because that's just crazy. I don't know. But yes, you don't have to get along with everybody. I know I said that like 20 times in this video. It is hard to think that way, but it is the brutal truth, and there's no other way around it. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass video, because my only answer to the question, Felicia, about how to get along with your significant others, you don't. I don't have any better answer for you, my dear. Like, it is what it is, and you have to move past it at some point. And I know it's hard, but you just have to move past. So thank you for watching, guys, and I hope this video didn't completely bore you, and I did share a part of my life that I probably shouldn't have. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye!